Good morning. This is officially day one of the Cannonball. We stayed here last night and so did many other people. It isn't an official, or wasn't an official night. Be careful not to get knocked down by electric scrap. People coming in from the UK, people coming down from wherever abouts in the country, and everybody kind of stayed here. So it's not an official night here, but we'll be going over to the start line in a minute. It's nice and early here. I think it's about 6:30 in the morning. Myself and Caleb are going over to the gym to train before everybody gets up. We're just going to walk around and show you some of the cars. So here we've got Lamborghini Diablo, very, very rare car. I'm not too sure if this is the GTR version. It's definitely not the standard Diablo anyway, that's for sure. I'm not sure. I know Carl Goodwin's one, the red one, is a GTR. Not sure what model that is, so apologies if I'm fucking butchering it for any of you. Ferrari 348, my next car. Beautiful E-type Jag here. The man that owns this hand restored that car, and it took him many, many years. It's a beautiful photo album for that car. He did everything himself. He did the body work, he did the engine work. He actually took a course on lead filling to lead fill the car. And there's a really, really comprehensive history behind that car as well. And it's beautiful, V12, absolutely unreal. Some Mercs, Monaro, supercharged, absolutely, seriously good sounding car. Some Porsches, thing that thinks it's a supercar but isn't a supercar. I don't care what you say, that's not a fucking supercar. It's a BMW's fucking love child with a extension lead. Once we got an Aston that isn't very retro. The Mark 1. Lovely 89 Porsche 911 turbo here. The Delta. The most decorated rally car of all time in my opinion. Mark 2 Escort, Triumph Stag, Porsche Boxster, 306 GTI. This is a car you just don't see every day of the week. Okay, GTI 6. That's a very, very fast car. It's a very unassuming car and a very, very fast car. No, Super Legacy, very famous car back in the day in rallying. Bertie Fisher would have rallied one of those for years. Again, very unassuming car to look at. However, won many, many, many rallies. And we have some of the crew up bright and early, heading out.
We are?
Yeah. And some beauties here as well. AMG Merc, Ed's American Beauties. And we have more American stuff here. Skyline, 6 Series BMW, Dotsy's Polizia machine, Gavin's Rolls Royce, 309 GTI. Is it a 309 GTI? Let's have a look. I think it could be, you know. Yeah, 309 GTI. Another rare car again. Like these things, you just don't see them anymore. Very, very clean example as well. And yeah, this is just literally, you know, the people that descended last night and just decided to stay here. So looking forward to getting over to the start line in a minute and have a look. So we're here and we've landed at Thomand Park, and obviously I'm not now in the Mark 1 Escort. I'm in a very, very rare Lamborghini Diablo GTR owned by Carl Goodwin of Carl Goodwin Motors in Dublin. Carl is one of the sponsors of the event as well, and this is a really, really, really beautiful example, and we're looking forward to seeing this one out on the road. So next now we'll have a look around, we'll have a look at some of the other cars that are parked up here, but this car it's a very, very special car, and so let's have a look around. We'll have a look at some of the rest of the machinery that's here as well. be keeping, trying to stay with a fucking Diablo and getting chased by turbo Porsche and the Delta behind it. Very crazy. It was at that moment I knew I fucked up. I'd heard a whining or a kind of a strange noise earlier in the day, and it turns out the side bearing went in the diff. The drive shaft ran off centre and it blew the diff, and we got on the phone straight away to see what rally people we knew in the area, and we were lucky enough to find one. We were blessed to have Ian and Danny following us, and they took us down to collect the new half shaft and diff in the Delta, and without them we'd have been lost. We're back where we started, back in Limerick, after breaking a half shaft in the Escort and damaging a bearing in the diff, and we're here in the McDonald's in Ireland, Prussia, and they have a half shaft and they have a diff for us, and they're just putting new bearings into the drive shaft for us, into the drive shaft for us as well now at the same time. Blessed to get going again in a really cool garage here, and I actually know these lads over 20 years ago from when when drifting first started and stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely delighted to get the stuff and delighted to get going. So big thank you to McDonald's. What a garage. So much character, so much love, so much, I'd say so many memories of different cars coming through the doors here over the years in McDonald Motors, and just a really wholesome experience, to be honest with you. So 2 diffs there, it's an English axle, and it was running a Blackline LSD, and a side bearing went in it. Now we put in a Tranex limited slip diff pack with a 4:1 ratio, so the thing was screaming its head off going up the motorway, but the diff was really tight. Just cleaning out the broken bits of shit out of it here, and bolting it back together, pretty simple, nice and easy to work on, and everything went back nice and handy. And yeah, I mean, like I think we're some total of about 20 minutes putting it back together, and that was it. Wheels are on, diff is in, everything we think is tight, please God. Oil is in, put the old diff in the boot now, take it down off the stands, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be in Westport in no time. Right, fingers crossed. For those of you wondering what we're running in this, or what the car's running, it's a Focus ST170 with motorbike carbs, with a really nice tune, just about 180 horsepower, and a really good setup. The morning after the night before, so to speak, and we're just after leaving our hotel now. We're heading down to where everybody else is staying and where the start line is. The fucking piece of shit electric rubbish behind me up my ass, but anyway. Just go and get juice, check on everybody, make sure they're okay. But more to the point, the Escort lives on. So we didn't film this yesterday evening because I was quite fucking tired and all the rest of it. By the time we'd driven 2.5 hours, the limited slip pack that we put in is it's not for a road car, and we're running a 4:4 ratio with it, and we'd spent 2.5 hours on the motorway, and it was the car's bumpy, sorry, it was clicking quite a lot. Hang on, this fucking idiot, go on out of it, come on, fucking idiot. If that's you watching the video, sorry. The limited slip pack was basically, the diff was very noisy when we got here last night, and I was worried. So, but in fairness, we rang McDonald's late last night, and they assured me that it'll be fine in the morning. Basically, what it just for all of you that would understand what a welded diff would sound like, it sounded like that, just on any form of lock at all. And I was just concerned because I didn't know if I was going to be doing damage by driving the car and all of that. And he said, no, so once it cools down, it'll be perfect. They're not designed for 2.5 hour journeys on motorways. And he was right. So diff is stone cold and it's perfect. So sun is shining, we're all good. Happy days. Just in Mullingar, getting ready to go across the finish line, and what an eventful second day from what can only be described as a very eventful first day for ourselves personally, but we'd a lot of breakdowns today, and we got nearly everybody going. Unfortunately, there was one I think that we had to leave behind us with an engine failure, but that's the joys of motoring. That's it. You can be lucky, you can be unlucky. The finish line is what it's all about, and hopefully we'll get some footage of what the finish line is like. There's some people already here lined up in the rain here in Mullingar, and as we go deeper into Mullingar itself, we'll be able to show you that as well. But finish line is what it's all about. The Escort has done well. We've driven the absolute fucking shite out of it to test it. We now know that it is unbreakable after what can only be described as a very, very good weekend. So yeah, we have, like I say, the diff that we got yesterday was fucking unbelievable today. It really performed really, really well, and I know it's a noisy bastard. I think you can probably hear it banging there. All it wants to do when it's warm, it just wants to lock, and it wants you to fucking put the shoe in. So it's a Tranex, very, very tight Tranex diff, and it doesn't believe in going anything else but full tilt. But on the back roads, we had serious fun with it, and looking forward to getting across the finish line now. Cannonball is a charity event, and the Jack and Jill Foundation are the charity of choice. And as you see, I've collected all the broken bits of things I was working on over the weekend between the Mark II and different pieces of cars or whatever, and we auctioned it and raised an untold amount of money. So wait till you see what happens next.
A broken drive shaft out of an LK1 1974. It's a broken limited slip diff and shite. A broken diff bearing pumps. First water hose from a Porsche 928 from the mid-80s from Germany, and the longest hoses in Europe. Is that correct?
Well, statistically, Germans have apparently
Long hoses.
Correct. So we were able to cut a piece off.
Right. Show the people.
Okay.
Show us what you have, because I need to get the option of we need to wind it up and get a bit of dancing going and a bit of this. Now, what's this? This is a lump of rubber.
That's a fine, thick German hose.
That's a fine, thick German hose. Who'll give me 50 quid for the fine, 50 quid a bit? Who'll give me 75? Have I got it's a German hose, 75 a bit. Who'll give me 100? Have I got 100 for the German hose?
I'm throwing another piece of it.
Muscles looked after you all weekend. Be fair with them. Give me 100 quid. Yes, 100 and bit. And who'll give me 120? Have I got 120, 120, 140, 160? Have I got 200 for this? Now you got pork. What did you use that for?
I don't know. You didn't bring it out to Turkey.
Take it to Turkey.
Well, 180 over there. Mr. Wales, the Welshman, will you give me 200? How will you give me 200? And we're going to put it down at 200. Put it down once, all on the floor, twice. So, at 220, 240, 250, 260. He's gone. 300, yes. He's on the man. 320. Oh my God. 40, 60. Have a look at this. Have I got 400?
We're throwing
500 euro.
Throwing the second piece.
We're throwing the second piece. 600 euro. No, 600 euro. We're going to sell once, sell twice. Can only give me them fucking rings. Right. What have we now?
No,
More shite.
this. Show me the microphone now. Right, Willie, what we have here is my shaft. Right. Now, my shaft is very different to the size of the German hose.
Okay.
Right, but it's fucked.
Right.
Right, so we're looking for 20 quid.
Right. We'll look at it. It's a shaft from an MK1, 1974 or 1970?
1974.
1974, folks. I'm not saying this, I'm using car finance. It could be worth a small fortune in a few years, right? If you put it in a cage or something, I don't know what you. Who give me 50 euros? Sorry? Who give me 50 euros? Yes.
Where's Mad Dog? He'll have to give me something.
Where's Mad Dog? Will you give me 75?
It's Big Tom's son.
Big Tom's son. Who'll give me 75? The winning 500 of it.
Right, we'll sell it, we'll sell it.
Go over here and take the 500 back. No, jeez. I tell you, it's brilliant. What else is it?
Right, we're selling this as a job lot now, right?
Right.
Right. So we've got every fucking thing that's bollocks inside the diff.
Right. We've the whole diff that's in shite in this pint glass out of Mexico, 1974.
Yeah.
What's it worth? How much was the new shaft?
We paid 700 euros down in
700 euros, roughly 500 off him.
Yeah.
Who'll give me 200 quid for this? They'll give me 700 quid. 700 quid. Bring it down. Where? 800 quid. Who'll give me 850? Who'll give me 850? Come on, it's for a good cause and it's for children, for the charity. Who'll give me 800 quid? How about 800 quid? Do I hear 800 quid? I'm going to sell it at 700 quid. I'm going to sell it once, twice, sold to the Welshman. Bring it down now. Lord Jim, well done. A round of applause. Now, we did it.
And that's that. We're back. The Escort is back in its home, and we did 900 miles, just short of 900 miles, during its time of being with us. Obviously, you've seen the diff has gone, you saw the half shaft went, but you didn't get probably to see all the extent of the driving that we did, because in actual fact, I think if we had a GoPro, you'd have got to see all the driving a bit better. But all I can say is, what a car! We really wanted to test the car as well, just to make sure, because the car is for sale, and if anything was to break, it was going to break when I was driving it, that's for sure. So the diff is the new diff is amazing, but it isn't user friendly for road use. So what we're going to do is it's going to have its old diff rebuilt and put back in, so that it's just user friendly to drive, because it is a pig of a thing to drive unless you're fully committed with your right foot. But everything else ran like a dream. 900 miles, didn't take a drop of oil or water, just absolutely first class. Lots of love everywhere it went, and I hope you enjoyed as well watching the journey and seeing all the different bits and pieces we went through. But yeah, not a bit of trouble, and it normally breaks my heart. And this year, it actually didn't break my heart, because it's just a mechanical issue. It's never given us a mechanical issue on any of the Cannonballs it's been on. It's always been wiring or whatever. But yeah, I mean, just the bearing and the diff, and that's all it was. And obviously, took the shaft with it. So all in all, for what it did, and obviously the service that it gave to the Cannonball and the other cars that we got going, and the money we raised from the broken bits that came out of it, makes it all worthwhile. And what a great cause it was for as well. So for the Jack and Jill Foundation, if you're watching this and you're not familiar with that, I'll leave it in the description. You can have a look, and I'll leave a link there if you want to donate anything to them as well. Very unbelievable charity. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on this year's Retro Cannonball 2024. And I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you enjoyed watching the suffering as we went. So we catch you all on the next one.